Okay, good evening, everybody. Good evening. Hope you all have been having a good weekend, good week, all that. Good next one. All right, I'd like to call the meeting to order at 7:10. The next one. Now we're gonna have roll call. Jasmine. Amber. Daniel. Nevaeh. Jalen. Abraham. Isa. Emma. Faith. Hillary. Kayla. Kennedy. Maya. Michael. Ahmed. Tyler. Jasmine. Maisha. Calais. Manny. Daisha. Kimberly. Charlotte. Tim. Grace. Kaylin. Zaire.
Transfer Senator present.
Mason. Marley. Morgan. Thank you. Are you going next slide? If I think you want to go with that back on. Now. It's fine. So I have a second. Right, the agenda needs, to changes. Okay, so Nathan, okay, you're going to take that. Good. All right, and then I'm going to give a response to Sean, are you? Okay, okay. Okay, all right. Is there any second for move that are under the board of the agenda? Yeah. Okay. All right. You can, oh, different, yeah.
Bring the individual.
Okay, thank you for that. I'm going to respond to the. Thank you, Martin. Okay, ready for it? All right, thank you. Moving forward. Okay, student forum, the president, which is we can define a seat, and any members of college, and bring them topic of student forum. Starting this year, like, anything, there are no, none stated. Voting. When you know, services, not being, you know, feel free, to find out, there are the.
Okay, so this is the same bill that we did last week. We read through it that week. I would like to, propose an amendment, propose a motion to, view it as read. There are just a few minor changes, in spelling and stuff like that, but everything's correct.
Oh, no, yeah, yeah, so they do, somebody that, stuff like that. So we basically, verifying that no such difference, like the top of the head, to the- to the- and then and whatever functions for that,
I mean, I was gonna take them whenever we're done with that.
All right, now we're on to our second piece. Bringing the computer to slide. At this time, it's going to be motion to read or you.
Yeah, I would like to propose to have it viewed as read.
Thirty seconds. All right, ready to have anything to do.
No, there was just a meeting with pause and a couple others to just make a couple of changes just with wording and stuff, so it should basically be the same since as last time, so.
All right, this time we're now in a 5-minute period of Q&A, so we have a question about the, interactive student, to make a decision, act over the time. If not, then I can do the motion. Stephen, 3 seconds. All right, now we're in a 5-minute period of discussion, like the added. But the added things where we're talking about the time, when finding it. Even if it's not hard.
basically, they do a good one, the international sales is just, quite high, so this will also need to be approved, so, in order for this to be basically, or they will have to do the it's because we, so it's obviously, but then have to do it.
Okay, during the, like, interview, 30 seconds. Any dissent? Okay, John, okay.
Um,
All right, thank you all for that as well. Look at the, very important pieces, you know, they're part of the report about it, but they're
Oh,
important, especially whenever we.
yeah, girl. What the, where the PowerPoint at?
Oh, the presentation.
Yeah.
From the top, the bar.
Ooh,
You have like,
ooh, okay, that I see, thank you.
in the environment. How do you worry? Things like, in business. That's not having much report. And now we're going to executive council report.
finance.
Oh, yeah, right, all right, here's not on there, so I'm going. Okay, thank you, go ahead. This is about allocation, so please take close attention, especially for all of your student groups, and it's time when you're going to be proposing,
Forward. This thing does not like, there we go. We're just gonna put it down here for right now. This is Finance Bill 10002, the approval, a bill entitled the approval of the spring 2023 general allocations budget, short title, spring 2023 allocations, authored by myself, sponsored by Tyler Holden and Tim Fang, signatories Noah Treen. It was submitted February 7th. Today is also the first reading. Section 1, the Student Senate of UNC Greensboro's Student Government Association adopts the following bill. Whereas the Finance Committee of the Student Senate of UNC Greensboro's Student Government Association has conducted allocation hearings for the spring 2023 semester. And whereas the Finance Committee has assessed and deliberated each student organization's budget request in order to create a finalized budget. Whereas the standard operating procedures state in Article 4, Section B, subsection C, the committee shall generate allocation legislation for consideration by the Senate. Therefore, be it enacted, the spring 2023 allocations budget shall be as follows. And then, so on here, you can see that with it in its current state, we'll be allocating $21,676.76. $1,650 of that will be going to new student groups. The biggest difference between this semester and last semester are the rates we're funding groups at. Last semester, we were funding groups at rates at 75, 65, and 55. That was not feasible this time to stay within budget and had to move down to 60, 50, 40 scale. So what we had about $10,000 less than we had last semester to allocate, and we had 11 more groups apply for funding. So we start with the amount requested, and that is the original amount. Most groups will be requesting stuff that either SGA cannot fund or things that we're just weren't really feasible. So like, for example, we had a group requesting 10 grand. That's half the budget that we have to give out. We can't allocate that. It wasn't feasible for us to allocate that much to them. So you see, we went from 10 grand to 3 grand. kind of thing. So then from that amount allowed, we multiply it by the allocation bracket, which again is dependent upon the quartile that it's a part of. So if you're a part of that first quartile, you're getting allocated at 60%. Then you have your median range, you're getting allocated at 50%. And then if you're over the median, you're getting allocated at 40%. So in this example, that 3,000 was getting allocated at 40%. So our budget was cut originally, so it was lower than we had last year, and then we also didn't get as much back as we expected. So all that taken into consideration, we had less money to give out. It's not going to be perfect. We're not generally going to be able to give half this semester and half next semester. So we allocated and we're expecting a certain amount back and we got less than that back. And that's why we have less money. And then you also have to take into consideration 84 groups applied, whereas last semester we had 73. So less money was going to go to each student group in general because more groups applied.
How do y'all decide, who fits into which quartile?
So it is, you just click here. So the quartiles down here are, so it's just a bunch of math. So your first quartile is basically split up into thirds. And so your first third would be your first quartile. Between 1/3 and 2/3 is your second quartile, and above 2/3 is your third quartile. And it's just based on how much you're getting paid, and these numbers are calculated between the amount allowed. And then here's just again, a bunch of if statements. So if you are below the first quartile, you're getting the 60%. If you are between the first quartile and second one, the 50% and so on.
Is there a reason why some of them are yellow and some are blue?
It's just
Or-
just colors.
Oh, thanks.
So we can allocate up to 75%, which we did last semester. And I know back in 2020, we had legislation go through where groups were able to be allocated 100% because we had the money and we didn't have enough groups applying for it. So it wasn't as hard to give them all the money they were requesting. But again, that would be something that would have to go all the way through Senate and a bunch of stuff, because that's basically changing what's in our SOPs. You,
Yeah.
yes, I would be very open to a motion to, read a second time. And I would also appreciate a motion to move on previous, question and discussion.
Or back. Or on the forward. There's a lot of hard work. Okay, now we're gonna do this, you want to break size.
Everything's the same, basically what I've been up to participate in, but guys, that was a good event, thank you, shout out, great for that, so. We can talk about it. If you want to. I think our participation was good. We got a good amount of blood, so that was good. Executive council meeting, also participated in some type of practicum interview where they're trying to find ways to better improve the school. It was interesting. And that's a lot of questions that I never thought about. And I gave them a good deal of insight, so that was good about that. The Burgundy Zone project, we'll continue with the SJPI committee on that. And then, it's my last semester, so I haven't had like a lot of hard classes, so I've been getting a lot of care, especially with my fraternity. That was the picture I wanted to show y'all with my grandma for my birthday. And then this is the Aqua survey. So it's only selected to like a percentage of the school. So if you got that in your email, it's from February 6th to 24th, and it's completed. The first 1,000 completed a t-shirt. So, even if you didn't get that email, please be sure to tell your peers about it. What's coming up, we got a cabinet meeting on Wednesday, and then also an international civil rights event with, Andrew Young, and everyone young for the former UN ambassador, also mayor of Atlanta. He's coming to have a conversation with Chancellor William on Wednesday. They specifically asked SJ members to come, show support, so I know Aaron has tickets in the back, so if you're all interested, I highly encourage them to show out. Especially if they ask us to, and they're also having like a book signing and stuff, so really good event. And then I just happen to get coming up. And then also right here, I got an email from Augusta about their conference. If you're interested in that, that's also a leadership conference that I attended before. I'm pretty sure a lot of us have. But doing that will really help you in your leadership, especially we're having elections coming up, so it's really expecting your skills. So if you're interested in any of that, let me know. But other than that, that's just awesome.
Okay, Haley's not here today, she got back from her conference, or the conference stuff, but should be her report. Okay, so what I've been up to, we have my account meeting, I went to Asheville, my sister, I love Asheville, someone like, and like shopping down there is, shopping, I got some, I got some leggings. I ate some food, it's just all of it. My first open orientation meeting was yesterday. My wife was thinking about going to my brand, so I'm not looking forward to that, but I'm looking for everything else. I'm staying with the outpatient and elections. Remember, the application opens up on the 17th, so if you're interested in running for HGA again, that is something that you need to do. The blood drive, we had a great turnout, so Matt for race again, thank you so much. And then you take the walk for Black History Month, this last weekend, that was a lot of fun. Matt History Month was fine, my phone number and all that stuff. Okay, so what's, coming up tomorrow, Rice is having their first general body meeting of the semester. Please come out, we're, having it from 5 to 6 to play, we're gonna play Jeopardy. We're gonna have Dr. Craig, who comes to watch HGA, is gonna come and speak. And then afterwards, we're all gonna go to Andrew Young, the speaker event. And usually y'all, these type of events are not free, it's actually, we work on it here. So we take the event of it. I'm still getting ready for spring elections. I have Catalyst volunteering this weekend, boards that council meeting. I'm also doing the influence pain. So yeah, that's been a lot of fun. And congratulations to Katie. So she was the first person, to be, like, what was on for undergraduate student fellowship, yeah, for the National Resource Center for the first year experience in student transition. She's the first person in USC to ever receive the award for the conference, so congratulations to her. That was the raw, and we painted, we got there around like, what, 11:30, we stayed out there till 12 a.m. And we painted it, we didn't have a lot of, spray paint, that's why I couldn't see the colors, and we shot our red. And then that picture says, light and only the others with, backwards, but it must be lit forward. And that's all. House uniform, 800 basic for assuming this time, on that state, that's it. Yes, that's. Monday to Thursday, so if you're operating legislation are being sponsored, try to make it, so that you can get everything done, yes, you know, I think
So yes.
Great, yeah, definitely take advantage of that, that's something that happened a lot during COVID, and before COVID, so take advantage of that. Anyone else? Yeah, yeah. Who's the girl in there that we talked about? Dave? Dave? Oh, okay, Dave, I'm here, okay. Right. So did you already request a date for that? So make sure you do with Aaron, which you request for date, you can do it 7 days prior, but just make sure you do it earlier, so that if you need anything else out there about that. I think it's a good idea, your flyers is great, make sure that you send it 2 days through email, so she can post it on social media. Thank you. Oh, also, anybody else who wants to help with that, please reach out to her, because we're ready to like get involved with it. Hey, anybody? Okay. Yes, fine.
Oh, okay, so the current concerns, maybe we're gonna do, diamond survey, Monday and Tuesday, next week, so. y'all can talk. I mean, I got some updates, you can. That's up to you.
You all want to hear her update? I want to hear her update, go ahead.
The Spartan Village, gonna be more restaurants up there, so. The Godmother Soul Food, that will be probably the end of March, beginning of April, she said. And then home sites, as I know, we've got those that, there's no pizza place coming, but she said it probably won't be open to the top. So,
Yeah, that's two good, really good updates.
yeah.
And also there's gonna be new buildings, right?
Yeah, this is plan, so it's basically, unlimited swipes to cash, but then flex or like the blue, those like that. And then she said, oh, there are options and the venues, but they have to find. They can go.
That's the, you know, how much I thought about it. Any more senator? Any other issues, to find that you want to bring? Yes.
So, three things, number one, you see, the blood drive had a goal, but. Technically, this was the best turnout we had for SGA members, excluding here, we had about 60% of SGA sign up and show up to. And then number three, there is link conference, LINC, I cannot remember what it's for, but it's in your email a couple of different times, it's for the OID newsletter. And I can send it to anybody who's interested, but it's a conference that's taking place on February 17th, right here at UNCG. So if you're committed to social justice, diversity, equity, and inclusion, that is the place for you to meet. The registration closes on Friday. I think it's important for anyone to consider that, but if that's something that is near your heart, I definitely recommend going. And again, it's that.
Thanks, Grace. Yes, Grace. Can you remember mentioning to them about the recycling of the red guard? Please, like, make sure that, you need to make sure that the recycling is going into recycling. Everyone. We don't want it to go to dumpster, but I'm putting those in recycling, and I want to go to you. So that, let's try to do this. Thank you. Anyone else? Yes, Aaron.
I have a second that's with me right now, and give us today, about it tomorrow.
And, we didn't give a timestamp, but the instant is, from 6 to 9, I don't think it's going to open tonight, but, it's got to be time. Right now. I'll think about him tomorrow. We're like a special student group coming on campus. They want like a different student support experience. I'm sitting on a panel for like 12 something, interesting questions, so I don't know. I don't know about that. Okay, so long. Jasmine? Amber? Daniel? Savannah? Jalen? Abram?
President.
Monica? Emma? Faith? Hillary? Taylor? Kennedy? Maya? Michael? Tyler? Jasmine? Aisha? Colette? Jenny. Diane, Kimberly. Charlotte. Tim. Grace. Helen. Diane,
Transfer Senator present.
Nathan,
Brian Smith, Senator President.
Marley. Morgan. Thank you. Can my teacher in the name from City afterwards, because you're not showing, just about things that you're talking about. Okay, and I'd like to adjourn, it is 7:45.
Is that your recap? I'm about to go there right now. Oh yeah, facts. I forgot about that. I'm gonna see ya.